Over time, I think we will probably see a closer merger of biological intelligence and digital intelligence. The United States is definitely ahead in culture of innovation. If someone wants to accomplish great things, there is no better place than the US. Trying to read our DNA is like trying to understand software code, with only 90% of the code riddled with errors. It's very difficult in that case to understand and predict what that software code is going to do. I think long term you can see Tesla establishing factories in Europe, in other parts of the US and in Asia. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do. It's important that we attempt to extend life beyond Earth now. It is the first time in the 4 billion year history of Earth that it's been possible, and that window could be open for a long time. Hopefully it is, or it could be open for a short time. We should err on the side of caution and do something now. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. My background educationally is physics and economics, and I grew up in sort of an engineering environment. My father is an electromechanical engineer. And so there were lots of engineering things around me. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. The reality is gas prices should be much more expensive than they are because we're not incorporating the true damage to the environment and the hidden costs of mining oil and transporting it to the US. Whenever you have an unpriced externality, you have a bit of a market failure, to the degree that eternality remains unpriced. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wondrous. New technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? My vision is for a fully reusable rocket transport system between Earth and Mars that is able to refuel on Mars. This is very important, so you don't have to carry the return fuel when you go there. With DNA, you have to be able to tell which genes are turned on or off. Current DNA sequencing cannot do that. The next generation of DNA sequencing needs to be able to do this. If somebody invents this, then we can start to very precisely identify cures for diseases. An asteroid or a supervolcano could certainly destroy us, but we also face risks the dinosaurs never saw. An engineered virus, nuclear war, inadvertent creation of a micro-black hole, or some as yet unknown technology could spell the end of us. I like the word autopilot more than I like the word self-driving. Self-driving sounds like it's going to do something you don't want it to do. Autopilot is a good thing to have in planes, and we should have it in cars. There are really two things that have to occur in order for a new technology to be affordable to the mass market. One is you need economies of scale. The other is you need to iterate on the design. You need to go through a few versions.